And welcome back to Talkin Spit Afterhours. We're your hosts, TJ Bay, Kenya Costa, and Poe, back once again with the latest and greatest. It's been a great week. I know you guys have been waiting for our latest episode, and it'll be out tomorrow, which is Thursday, which will be the week before you guys watch this episode. Little trouble with the computer memory and all that shit, but other than that, let's get into it. T, Kenya, how's your week been? Everything good? Everything gracious?
Everything cool, man. It's hump day.
Nice. I do
The
want to
week
give.
was good. The week was calm. No craziness. We had good weather. Was it rain? Actually, that's a lie. We did have one day of rain. I made that up. I forgot. Saturday was raining, but the week was good. Um, Spring is here. So happy that the rain is almost on its way out. So yay for that. Life is good.
In California, you actually need the rain, though. I mean, that's only. I mean, it's a negative and positive because you need the rain, but you know, people can't.
Every place need the rain. Everybody got some kind of farm land now. So everybody need the rain. The only thing is when this past weekend, we had a hailstorm come through, and the motherfucking size of the hail, the pieces, the pieces of ice that came down,
Right.
were like the size of, and I don't mean like width, but I just mean like the circumference of a quarter. They were hella big, man. I had to take a piece of plywood and put it over my windshield so it doesn't break my shit.
Like golf ball sizes, or
Nah, not that big, but a little bit smaller than that.
jawbreaker.
Yeah, about a jawbreaker size, man. The motherfucker, and it was just going for like 4 or 5 minutes straight. And I was just standing out there with my piece of plywood over my window trying to stop it from breaking. That shit was crazy.
All right, so yeah, we have a great episode. Before we get started, I want to send an RIP to. I'm not sure if you guys heard Rico Wade, who was a co-founder of Organized Noise, who are behind the Dungeon Family, artists like Outkast, Goody Mob, CeeLo Green, all them, right? 52 years old, man.
What happened to him?
Nothing's been said on what the related cause was, but that's kind of scary.
That's a little fishy, then.
It could be bad health. It could be partaking in extracurricular activities. Who knows? Like I said, but I mean, still at that age, that's way too young, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Rest in peace, Rico. I saw that name and I didn't really know who that was.
Rest in peace, OJ too.
OJ.
Oh wow, we forgot about him.
Rest in peace, Orenthal James Simpson. I know some people might some might not have the same type of RIP as we do, but hey, I'm going off just football. I'm not going off anything else, just sports related.
Hold on. Let me add one thing to that, man, because I was a big fan of OJ when he played Nordberg and what was it, Naked Gun?
Yeah. When he was in the wheelchair and he threw him down the stairs.
Hey. The way he flipped, the way he hit the rail as a fluke, did that flip. That was classic, man. But damn, I mean, rest in peace, Orenthal James Simpson.
Quick question about that. I have a quick question about that. So, have we ever seen like a harder fall from grace, especially because we're talking about from football to acting to Hertz commercials, like NFL on NBC? Every commercial break, you saw Orenthal running through the airport, right? It was a Hertz commercial.
Oh, yeah.
It was a Hertz commercial. So, have you ever seen such a fall from grace as far as that?
I don't know. Anything
I
about
don't
the commercial you're talking about?
I don't know if he fell from grace though, because he just still. I mean, he was still. I don't know, because he had two instances. The thing, two. One, his murder, his murder case, and then that one thing where he tried to steal back his.
Memorabilia, his items.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He is straight out of the Bay Area, so I don't even know why people were surprised at some of the stuff that OJ did. You know, he's a San Franciscan. Is that what you call him? San Franciscan? Yeah, he one of them. So,
You weren't surprised? You were.
not with the let me get my shit back, let me get my stuff back move. No, that doesn't surprise me at all. That murderish thing, we were 14 and I don't really remember the whole ins and outs, but I know everyone was saying that he was guilty. Again, we were 14. It didn't really matter. I don't know, but that the going to get the stuff back. I want to say I was in Vegas when that happened. That's where he did it at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was over there when it happened. I don't know, but that's so California of him. I'm about to go get my stuff back. I don't know who you guys thought I was, but I'm about to show you who I really am to get my stuff back.
Hey,
California,
hey, T, I have a
typical.
question. I have a question. So, Kenny, you went to Seaside High, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm sure it was different for you than myself and Titan. So, T, do you remember sitting in Spanish class, right? And when the verdict came out?
No.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Wait. So go back a little bit because it happened in '94. The murder happened in, I don't know why I did that. The murder happened in '94.
Hmm.
The verdict was in '95 or '96. I'm trying to remember where I was and I
the
don't. That's what I
verdict,
need to help.
I think
I'm
it
gonna say
was
95,
the end of '95, I believe, right?
somewhere around there.
So you guys are in ninth, 10th, ninth,
Sophomore.
10th. You guys
Sophomores,
are in fifth grade.
Uh,
Huh?
right? Yeah.
The end. So I was in ninth grade. What are you asking us? Sorry, I had to go back and get to where you were because I can't remember what year it was.
So my question was more or less, I'm sure it was different, the reaction of students at Seaside High being predominantly African American, Hispanic, and white at
okay, I
that
get
time,
it. Now.
compared to or what myself and Titan witnessed being at Monterey High, as far
I
as
don't
like,
remember, and I'm mad because again, Seaside, mainly Black people, Monterey, different from the Seaside High. I wish that I remembered, and I don't. I just know that I was in ninth grade, saying it was towards the end of the year. Um, I don't remember. We're gonna
I
have to
don't remember.
revisit this next episode. I'm going to ask someone who
okay,
remembers how it was at Seaside High when they read that, because I feel like those kids were probably most likely doing the fool
Happy.
because they were Black. They had to be. Because they acted a donkey after what's his name? Rodney King. Oh, they
right,
did the fool
right,
at
right,
Seaside
right,
High, that King. When that happened in '93-ish,
free, yeah.
I'm sure the OJ verdict caused them to act a complete donkey repeatedly. I'm gonna ask. We'll revisit this issue next episode.
Oh, of course. So
I don't remember.
go ahead, T.
I don't remember what happened.
Basically, what I'm trying to say, I think that was the moment where, for me myself, going to school with someone and there's just seeing everyone's true reaction to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's what kind of switched my whole mindset. Basically, is like, that's how you like. Okay, that's how you really feel.
You
That's
found out how people felt for sure. No
yep.
matter what you were thinking or assuming, that was the confirmation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was it.
Did
But
they
yeah,
have kids together? They did, right? Nicole and OJ?
yeah, they had a son. I think they had a son and a daughter.
I'm trying to remember. I don't. Again, I was 14. I don't watch football, so that was. I mean, I knew who he was. That's about it. Rest in peace, OJ.
I guess I'm gonna keep 100. Since I liked OJ back then, I probably thought I was happy he didn't do it or he got off. So
Okay. So, okay. I think all of Black America were relieved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like Kenya brought up earlier, 2 years earlier, the whole Rodney King beating situation where it was on camera, on film. And it's like, damn, it's like 5, 6 cops just beating on this one dude, right? But yet they got
Mm-hmm.
found not guilty, right? So I think it was a relief for not only California or the world or the United States, but also for LA. Because if they would have found OJ guilty, who knows what LA would be today?
Hmm. It would have been so much different for us seeing how LA was versus how Seaside is. Two different cities, population is way different, but just seeing that would have shocked us because we're from such a small place. But the way that they got down there was nothing compared to what we saw at King. Again, this was 93. We were in seventh or eighth grade, depending on the month. And people were stealing from the snack bars. They ran into Nations, a bunch of them after school, walked home from school, ran into Nations and took all kind of stuff. Like, you guys, you don't even know what you're doing for real. But that was just the reaction in a small city from teenagers. But as far as buildings and businesses, stores and businesses getting broken into and stuff, how they did in LA, I don't remember that in Seaside at all. I don't know if it happened, but I just don't remember that. I just remember the kids at King doing the fool and walking home from school when they went into Nation. That's it.
Yeah, I have more to say on it, but yeah, let's look at everything and then talk about it next week.
All right.
So, we talked about last week how there's a new rap beef growing in popularity,
Okay.
and then this week or this past week, um, Drake dropped his answer record. Let's talk about that first. Have you guys heard it? Did you listen to it? What'd you think about it?
I did not hear it at all. I don't think I've heard any of them. You remember how clueless I was when we talked about this before? I
Mhm.
don't listen to Drake. I don't really know his music. J. Cole, I know he apologized. I didn't hear it, so I'm out of the loop on that.
T,
Right.
anything, T?
What was your question again?
My question was if you guys heard
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
onslaught of diss records. Not onslaught, but there were only two individuals. But
but yeah, I was thinking of a broader
I
spectrum
haven't
of like
heard them, but I keep watching all of these people well, not all of these people. That's a stretch. Multiple people insert themselves into this, but they're not dropping disc records and stuff. So it's like a growing. Is it because it's trending? Is why people are jumping in, or do they have something to do with it? And I'm just clueless, or what's going on here? Rick
uh,
Ross did his whatever he was saying back and forth. Some of that stuff I have no idea because I've never heard it. I seen Simba from Bay Area. He did a reaction. Was it a song? A diss song? He did one. Right? Did you hear that one? Talking
no,
about J. Cole because he apologized. It's just like a bunch of people are just coming in or adding themselves on or inserting themselves into it. Unless again he's involved and I just don't know.
yeah, I didn't hear the Simba song, but I heard it was more or less the kind of like, well, it's battle rap and why would you apologize? And
That's it.
if this is the essence of hip hop, right? I heard Drake's. I mean, it was a good response, you know, for what it was. He kind of
What would
touched
you
on,
rate it? On
uh,
a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
at this point, I mean, all these, I'll rate it a 6 at this point because there's nothing really being said. Like everyone's playing nice, man. Everyone has kitty gloves. on right now. And no, and it's like because there are more relationships just between, or more than just between these three rappers, right? They all have relationships. They've all done songs together, and most of these rappers are all on the same record label, parent record label, right? So you have your Def Jams or you have your Interscopes, right? So they're all artists on the same labels. So it makes me think, are they the ones who are pushing this agenda to these rap sales going? Because it's been quiet, man, especially on the male side. The females have been doing this for a good 4 to 5 years where they keep bickering and beefing, and the guys have kind of been quiet and been friendly. So it's like, all right, should we, or I think it's the male's turn to start getting into the petty beef type.
I don't think it's a record label-ish thing. Who are they under?
I mean, there are various ones, but like Jake,
Oh, I thought you said the same. I misunderstood what you said. They're
yeah,
all on different labels?
they're all different labels, but there are some who are also labeled mates. But then again, I mean, it's the music industry is the music industry, and they all work together anyway. So I don't put it past them to try to get this revenue going again. Like, think about it. Okay, so we have conversations daily, or not daily, but every week. So we talk about, oh, what are you listening to, right?
Right.
So for T, it could be 96 to 2002. That's all I listens to, right? Because that's when it was real hip hop for him. And so I think from then on, it started to get friendly, buddy buddy, watered down. And so now I think most true or purists of the genre are starting to think like, all right, I'm kind of getting tired of this. So it's like, okay, we're losing sales. So now let's inject hatred because war sales, right?
And you're just thinking the record labels are saying this? You think this is their brainstormed idea?
I do personally.
Okay, so I disagree, but I'm trying to think. There were two California rappers under Empire that were going at it, and Ghazi basically told them, "You guys have to get along. You're under the same label." So kind of the same thing, but I don't think he would do that. What you're saying, I
Mhm.
don't think it's unheard of. Yeah, it will sell. It will keep them in the media and keep them on the blogs. But when it was local here, a California thing, he told them, "You guys need to figure it out because you might run into each other at the Empire office or at a celebration for the artist or whatever." So that again, locally, he shut that down. With the bigger labels, would they do it for the money, exposure, media coverage? Yeah, I could see them doing that just because. Look what it's done. We're still talking about this. What week are we in? 3 with this? So I would say, yeah, I could see them doing that. I don't think they did. It's not enough, not hype, but it's not really out there enough, I guess, kind of sort of. Maybe it's not big enough. I don't think they did. I don't think the record label is behind it. I don't.
Um,
It's a loss. Well, kind of. You have more to gain than you do to lose by doing that. The fans are not going to follow you for your beef, whether it's scripted or not. So I don't know. I think it's stupid. But we followed it for years. I mean, when the other rappers were doing it, it was kind of, I don't know, maybe it was better. It was more, we are more involved. But this thing, you see, I'm out of the loop. Probably because I don't listen to their music is why I'm just like, oh, and asking you all these questions because I don't know. But that Tupac one, that was serious. The MC8 and who was it? DJ Quick?
DJ Quick,
Was
yeah.
it them two? That was serious. So I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have my attention because it's not like that. Like them, it's catchy and as serious. And also because I don't follow their music, but probably it's those two things together. Reason why I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's kind of lame. I don't know.
What you got to?
There's some money behind it. Go do a rap battle and Charge people to get in or something. I don't know. I think it's lame though. It's not lit enough. Maybe that's what it is.
What
Kind
you
of
got?
dead.
Um, I forgot what you guys said. I mean, I forgot what you said, Al. But what I think is, okay, I remember now. Maybe they're all, and maybe they are under all the same label and stuff, but uh, there's a lot of egos and stuff. And, you know, when when women get involved,
Yep.
you know how guys are when it comes to women. You know, especially guys like that. You know, so if there was a woman and if there was a hint of her doing something else, you know, it's Future and it's Drake, two of the biggest hoes in the music industry. So I can see where the beef is right there.
Right.
And then Kendrick, you know, coming in and saying like, you know, I see where Kendrick's gripe is in it and stuff like this. So what I'm basically going to sum it up and say is, even if I don't think it's made up. I don't think it's a fake beef. I think it's actually real. And now all the people that are getting in it are like, this is what I was saying, thinking about before is yeah, a lot of people are jumping in it, but it's the people that we question are who are the best rappers, and all of these people that are getting in it as well are starting to bring out their best and saying, you know, doing these rap lyrics that, you know, that instead of hearing them doing party songs and you know, Drake singing on the mic, you know, talking about he love, you know, Kiki, do you love me and all this stuff, you know, we're getting straight bars from everybody now. And as rap fans, you know, whatever, what the fuck do you want? Do you want them to, uh, you know, keep doing what they're doing and where we question this rap? Like we, like a few months ago, there was a huge fucking thing saying that rap was dead. Am I wrong or right? Because I remember seeing a bunch of people making videos saying, "Oh, rap is dead." Now it's igniting this back. I don't care if the beef is fake. I don't care if the beef is. I mean, it's stupid if it's over a female because you know these dudes need to get over their egos and just get over that shit because they've been messing with thousands of females anyway. So I don't get why they just tripping over one of them. But in a nutshell, man, this as a rap fan, if you want bars and shit, man, this is what we're getting. Okay, so just be happy with it. Otherwise, you know, we can go back to the little saturated weird rap with Lil Pump and all these other fools, Slim Jesus or whatever, and all
Mhm.
these other dudes coming out and shit like that. Now we're getting the heavyweights going at it, and this is what we want. So sit back, eat your popcorn, and enjoy it.
Slim Jesus. I haven't heard that name since maybe 2010.
I just seen a video on what he said about how Diddy tried to get him or something like that, and I was like, oh my god, it's like that nigga Diddy, he a shark, boy. He a shark, and all the musicians and everybody in the music game got a cut on him.
Okay, so anyone our age, right? It seems it seems like people in our age group or older than us, we thrive or this is what we want to see, right? As far as like lyricism, we want to see the
Yes,
forth, right? Do the younger generation, do they care at all or no?
we do. Why do we
About
care?
the lyrics,
Why
No,
do we care?
just being like having lyrics or having lyricism and having the back and forth battle, right? Because that's what we all grew up on in rap music, which started back, in the park in New York City in the 80s, right? So it's always, I'm better than you, ha 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 ha, right?
Right?
So we grew up on that. And then, like T said, I want to say maybe, man, the past, we're 2024. So I said the past 14 years, it's been just kumbaya. Everyone's cool getting together, right?
Not really kumbaya. It's drilling and killing, but it's getting money, getting hoes, drilling and killing, and then being cool sometimes with your hood. That's it. Sorry.
So, which brings me back to: does anyone really care about this, or who cares about it?
Nigga, I mean, I guess we can't call ourselves the real rap fans, but I mean the what the people that were around for. Okay, so there's certain people. Okay, there's people that were here before rap. There's people that were here at the beginning of rap, and there's been people that have been here just. I mean, not for the before rap, and then there's people that's been here since the beginning, I should say.
Mhm.
We are people that are here since the beginning. Because what Curtis Blow and all them stuff, they started rapping what in '76 or something like
Yeah,
that,
something like
'77. So that was right around the time when we were being born, like between the '75 and the '80s, when rap was actually invented. So we're here. A lot of us have been here, and a lot of us rap people have been here since the beginning.
that. Right.
And since our beginning, we've had what? Lyricists. Like they were called lyricists. They weren't just called rappers. They were lyricists. It wasn't really it was hip hop, but they were still lyricists. So from the general form of from the general beginning of the art form, you know, that's what you want from people like that. But now from the younger people, cause like I'm gonna say this real quick. They don't give a damn what we say to them. So why the fuck do we care what they say to us? Like nigga, we getting them lyrics, so let us enjoy it, man. You guys just sit back and go listen to whatever y'all listened to back, 2-3 years ago. Cause just stay on that. We be doing that too. We go back and we listen to music we listened to back in the '90s. Cause y'all can go back 2 years and listen to that while we enjoying this.
It kind of brings me back to what Byron was saying, like a couple of years ago, when he was talking about how like the older OGs kind of just left and just let them defend one of
Yeah.
themselves, right? So
Yeah.
how
You
can
said
we
what?
how, how can we be upset about it because they don't get it when we didn't take time to kind of usher it in? You
Teach
know what
it.
I mean?
That no man. See, that was the thing though. Is we did take time. It's just we got tired, man. We got tired, man. You can only tell. What did you say? What's that saying? You can only lead a horse to water, but
Mhm.
you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink,
Right.
right? So that's how these little youngsters is, man. Like you know what I'm saying? We can lead them to the water, man, but that don't mean they're gonna drink it. So like they could
They
just
care about lyrics. You don't think the youngsters, the younger generation cares
some
about?
some some do.
I'll agree with that. So
But then it's like now that I'm really thinking about it, just hearing myself say it out loud, there are some rappers now, it's really the younger ones, like the ones that I see on Daily Slaps, shout out to Brush, Daily Slaps, and Thizzler, because they always post the new releases and
See,
sometimes older music. But some of that stuff that they post, I be thinking, how did you get as famous, insta famous, internet famous, whatever as you are? Because this music is trash. That is my one opinion. No one has to agree, but it's like the younger ones are supporting it. Y'all doing TikTok dances to this. These people are not even talented. I think it's just somebody with some money, a little
TikTok.
popular, and you knew a guy to shoot the video, and you had the money and you pay for it, and now you're doing this promotion with your music and paying Thizzler and paying Daily Slap so they can repost your music, but it's trash. So a lot of them, I don't think they care about the lyric if the person has it or not. Like, do they really have wordplay? Some of them don't care. But again, if they're popular and they got a video, then the youngsters are going to promote it. Because some of that
Yeah.
music is really trash. And I hate to keep saying this because I'm not hating against her. I don't even know her. Krishan, her music is trash. That
Krishan
girl could
Rock.
be doing something totally different. Her music is
Krishan
trash.
Rock.
Yeah.
now. Yes, her.
Blueface is
Yeah.
Her.
she
The
does
one that had a
music.
kid for him. Huh?
She does music.
She
Hmm.
does music. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, not y'all, the internet that made her popular like that. And that's terrible. Her music is terrible. There's other things she could be doing, just getting reality TV money or whatever else she does, but her music is definitely trash. So I don't
See
think they
that?
really care. There's people that are paying to see her. There's people paying to listen to her music, to see her, all that, promoting her.
See,
They don't care.
this is why I'm happy there's a rap beef right now between the older generation because, and I mean, like people 35 and up from the rap artists from then. I mean, now, because like I don't like that little young TikTok doing dance shit. Like, there is no, it doesn't, to be a rapper at 20 and 25 now, because you don't have to have no talent, because you just got to be a little popular dude who dresses all weird and shit and
Right,
flashy,
right.
and then, just show you that, and then you just got to come up like maybe once or twice, and then take a couple like hella pictures with you with your little come up money, cause, and then you're gonna get popular, and then you can come out with your
That's
own
it.
song.
So that's exactly what I said, and I totally agree. And that's what it is. But the thing is, if we take it back some years, they wouldn't have been able to come through back then.
Mm-mm.
Krishan, you wouldn't have made it, babe. You would not have made it at all. Because absolutely not. No, she doesn't have it. So it's easier because you got the internet at your fingertips. You have your money. You got bro who knows what he's doing with the camera. You done shot a video and you done paid somebody to post it and you sat back and let the numbers do what they did. That's terrible because you're trash. You couldn't come to a high school and perform that. Well, here you probably could get away with it here in Sacramento, but back then you couldn't come to a high school and perform that because the principals wouldn't let you because of what you're talking about, killing and pimping and shooting and everything else. So no, that wouldn't fly. But
Right.
they don't have the talent. They're not sick with the wordplay like how they were back then. They can't put it together like how the people did back then. There are some people that can, but they
Some
don't look for
people.
that like how we do.
And that's why we're happy with this rap beef. Some of us, I
I
should
do
say. I am.
I do want to say I think the turning point between just like rap and hip hop, or I think the turning point as far as like when it comes to the internet, I think Cardi B kind of I wouldn't say messed it up, but it gave a lot of people hope because you got to think she was on a TV show, you know what I mean? Love and Hip Hop,
Reality show.
right? Reality show.
Right.
And she was like, yeah, I want to be a hip hop artist. So on the show, no one really took her seriously. But then when she came and dropped and she popped Bodak Yellow, it's like, oh shit, Cardi could actually rap. You know what I mean? So it gave everyone this type of sense like, oh, I can start here and then get pushed to the the upper levels of music.
Um, she's an
But
anomaly.
Right.
she
Yeah.
flipped hers. What Cardi B did with her reality star, with her reality show stardom, is what Krishan should have did and kept on going in that direction, but not how Cardi B did and went to music. Krishan should not have done that. I've never even watched whatever reality show she's on, but yeah, she shouldn't end up doing that. You were supposed to keep doing movies or reality show or something on TV, but
Or,
you did the
I
Cardi
got an idea for you, Ken. She could have got her a ghostwriter or
And I was going to
somebody.
say that because Cardi B does have ghostwriters. She doesn't
Right.
call them that. She calls them something else, collaborators or collaboration or partners or something.
Right.
But
She could have got her
yeah,
some ghostwriters.
that's it. She has the following. She definitely has the money.
Yeah.
So that would have worked in her favor.
It's not Blueface.
Ghostwriters
Right.
are, they save lives. That's what they do.
Yes. Yeah, they say careers too. Yep.
They
Yeah.
do. That's what they, yeah, they said that sounds better. Ghostwriters save, ghostwriters create careers. That's the credit they don't get.
And I will say this, man. I know we shun a lot of rappers for for getting ghostwriters and stuff, but apparently, if that's how the industry has been working for years, man, shout out to the ghostwriters, because they try to keep y'all under wraps and stuff like that. And I'll give it to both the artists and the ghostwriters too, because the way the artist delivers whatever they got ghost written, because it's, I mean, if it's catchy and it goes with the beat and it's supposed to go along with it is, that's talent too. So we gotta give it up for that too, and just to, I mean, just to keep everything 100. But
And not to
as
bring
far
this
as
back up, I'm sorry, T, go
go
ahead.
ahead,
I
go
was
ahead,
saying,
no,
I was saying not to bring this back up, but it's like I think that's where most of the Drake hate is from, is that not only is he successful at making rap songs, but he can touch on every other genre and make hits out of those as well. And I think that's what everyone's really upset about.
So he
yeah,
does or does not have a ghostwriter himself.
I'm sure he does.
It all depends. Well, see, yes, I do too. So when it comes to like the love songs or like the calypso beats, right? I'm sure he collaborates with someone to help him write or to figure out how to uh, approach the song, right? But then when it comes to him
Yeah,
rapping, I think he does most of that himself or all himself. That's just me personally.
Some of those, some songs are already written. The ghostwriter just writes them without a certain artist in mind too. So then there's I wrote it. Both of you are rappers. Both of y'all have money, and both of you, or either one of you approaches me. Let me get that song, and you perform it, and it goes platinum or whatever. So I guess it goes both ways. You had no, I wasn't even thinking about you when I wrote the song, but like whichever one
that's
you
a
guys said, the way you perform it makes the difference too.
so you
Right.
know what? That would be the best thing, just to embrace whoever you wrote it with, the ghostwriter. Even if you did have a ghostwriter, you say, hey, well, yeah, I wrote it with him, man. Like, you know, we put this in. This is from, you know, our both our minds created and stuff like that, and I'm delivering it. You know, I mean, who wouldn't respect that? You know,
Or
I
put him
mean,
as
These
just
young people, because they don't know any better. A lot of people don't respect ghostwriters because they don't know enough about it. It's like uh not the fear of the unknown. I guess what you don't know is really hurting them because
right.
Mr. Fab is an excellent ghostwriter and he posts the plaques that he gets all the time and then he posts the songs that he wrote that went platinum or whatever status they were at. And there's a lot of people in the comments saying, he wrote that? I didn't know he wrote that. Damn, he wrote that. So he writes a lot of stuff that he doesn't speak on. And there are some people who have ghostwriters and they don't tell them. I remember when we were younger and the videotape, not the videotape, the cassette tape and the CDs had that cover. You could unfold it and it'll say written by,
Yeah,
performed by.
right.
Back then is when we figured out, wait a minute, he sang this song, but somebody else wrote it. It didn't click till back then. Written by and performed by, if it's not the same, you got a ghostwriter, babe.
Would
People
you
don't know
guys,
that.
would you guys consider it ghostwriting if, let's say, for instance, we all sat in a room together constructing the song, but T was the one performing it? Now, would you consider that ghostwriting?
that's by
Yes.
definition, yes.
Even though
But
you're in,
that
but even though you're in on the process of
see,
making the
that's what
song,
I'm saying. That's what I think actually happens in the music. And when they say, oh, well, I think both sides of it, actually, I think it's probably 50-50 where some people see a song, they like that shit. Oh, nigga, I'm going to buy that right now. Give me that. Or, you know, but I think some people actually sit down with the ghostwriter and then they develop something that's, you know, written from both of their minds. And
right?
then you
So
know, the
it can
artist.
seem like the person who's performing it wrote it. Is that what you're saying? So they're sitting
Nah,
together like collaboration?
Nah, I still think it's a ghost, right? But still, but it just takes something for. I mean, it's talent for anything. I mean, for you to get anything from something. I mean, period. Especially a song, like for two minds to sit there and to come together and develop a hit song, because that's talent, regardless of what you think. Whether somebody wrote ghost writ, one person ghost written, the artist, the singer, whatever. But the whole point is it's just the talent it takes to sit there, develop a whole fucking song together with someone, and then be
Right.
able to make it have a hit and become a hit, and where people like it. So yeah, young people will be like, "Oh, you ghostwriting, like you're weak," but like that still takes
Right.
talent. And young people don't understand this is
They don't.
that's still talent. You little
Yeah,
fuckers.
you have to be able.
They just care about the performed by and not the written
All right.
by.
Okay.
And
That makes sense. Yeah, because I was kind of confused on why people kind of get the ghostwriting thing kind of mixed up, or they claim they have a ghostwriter. And my whole thing was, if everyone is writing this song together, like, is that considered you having a whole ghostwriter for the whole song? Like, you also put in your input, you also added your lyrics into the song. So is that
That's talent.
right? So, but my thing is that considered ghostwriting?
I would
So
consider it
listen,
Yeah.
by definition.
I'm going to read this and it may make sense. It says Cardi B, like others on this list, Cardi B has pushed back against ghostwriting accusations. Instead, the Bronx born MC views her writing partners as musical collaborators. She has
Oh, see,
famously worked with Partisan Fontaine for tracks like Be Careful and Money, both of which were a joint effort. So, would that written by be both of their names to answer your question? Is that right?
that's not a
Those
good
two
to
songs?
me. That doesn't sound like a ghostwriter to me.
But that sounds like a cop out too, though. It's like, when I say that, is like, in rap music, we allow, and I'm not trying to seem sexist, but we allow women to have ghostwriters because for some reason we don't believe that they can write their own 32 bars, right? Whereas a male artist will get on their heads about having a ghostwriter, like, oh, he can't rap, he's not a real rapper, he has a ghostwriter. But we'll let a female rapper slide through with having ghostwriters.
Uh, for me, it's a
Fine.
little different because I'll say this: it's like you say, you have your people that can go to that can just the people can put on a beat and just they go in on it. Like you have your people, like you said, Simba. I heard Simba did one of the best raps I ever freestyles I ever heard on the LA Leakers. We just said the baby. Like those are artists that can just you expect lyricism, you expect rapping from, you expect them not to have ghostwriters.
Right.
So now when you have mainstream artists like Drake, who how often have you? I've never heard Drake just actually freestyle. Like maybe when he was like
Coming up, maybe.
15, 20, yeah, 20 years ago. But as far as right now, like he don't do that no more. Future, future. I know damn well Future wouldn't try to freestyle because you know what I'm saying? Cause like there's certain niggas that you don't expect them to just be like go in the booth, nigga, and just light it up. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And Future is one of them niggas, no disrespect. So he makes good music, and whoever he make it with or whatever the fuck, if he come up with it, I mean, shout out to him. But he's not gonna sit there and like what I said, you're not gonna sit there and expect lyrics from Future.
Hmm.
So there's certain people you expect it from, certain people you don't even worry about it. Like fuck it, you got a ghostwriter. Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas from the Bay though. Let me just throw this in. A lot of you niggas from the Bay, and shout out to the Bay Area rappers because we don't get I mean, not we. They don't get enough love, man, for that shit because a lot of them do not use ghostwriters. A lot of that is straight from the brain. And,
Yeah.
you know, we got to give a shout out to all our Bay Area rappers, man, because they need some love, man. They don't get enough of that around this world because we have to keep dealing with the. I grew up on Bay Area rap, man, and and those, and they had some of the coldest lines I've ever heard in my life. Okay.
True.
Some of the stuff that they saw too. That's crazy. The reason
To
why
be
they can
able to
talk about
tell,
that so
yeah,
freely without lying.
to be able to tell that a story like yeah, it's just not just rapping about getting bitches and money and stuff.
Right.
It's telling stories in raps. Like Jay Diggs does it all the time, man. Like you gotta listen to his cat. That's
He's an
real rap.
excellent storyteller.
In the rapping though, telling stories and putting it in rap, because like that's crazy. Man. Like a lot of you folks, kids out there don't even know, man. Like there are some real rappers that you really, really never heard of that get it in. So when you get the mainstream people doing it, you just like we just gotta sit back, eat our popcorn, and just see what happens. I mean, if ain't nobody, and this is another thing I gotta say. Maybe I'm talking too much, but
Are you good?
if ain't nobody getting killed from it, man, then what's the harm in it? Yeah.
Right. I think a lot of people are afraid to be embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, fuck it,
Hey.
hey, that's what we
like
know
really.
that we're
I mean,
different. We're different.
that's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm getting from it is like instead of just going back into the studio and making a harder hit, they're just afraid of being embarrassed. Like, oh man, how can I ever come back
Yep.
from this? Like, nigga, it's rap. Just go back in the booth and go back at it.
Yeah, hey, come with some more. Yeah, load up the clip. Let's go. But I gotta say this too, real quick. Hey, Rick Ross is all right. There's two things. I don't respect Rick Ross for the way he got to where he is, but I do respect him for what he is now and where you know.
What are you implying, T? What don't you so? What don't you respect? Are you talking about his previous employment?
I'm talking about where he lied about being
Right. A
a
CEO.
drug dealer and all that stuff.
Oh, I thought you meant when he was. It was made known that he was a correctional officer.
Yeah, he was a correctional officer. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Like, but I do respect the hustle, like niggas, like to where he's gotten to today.
Right.
And I just want to say this because even though that nigga is weird, but he is hilarious though, Kev. When he be doing this shit, cousin, he be holding his belly up every time. And his
He's an
little
excellent
thing.
businessman
Yeah,
too.
he's an ex.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what I'm saying too. Like, cause Rick Ross killed like that. It just cracks me up. Like he could say like it could be beef and stuff like that. But whenever I watch Rick Ross, I just sit there and just die laughing because every time that nigga holding up his Bel Air bottom, nigga eating some of his Wingstop chicken wings or holding his little pinky up, with his little diamond from his little jewelry he got shit like he like I that's why I gotta give a shout I gotta give a shout out to him because like yeah he is a marketing demon because he be on
He
that
sure
shit.
is.
And he
He
knows when to
is.
capitalize off that shit too, because he keep holding that bottle up now. I'm just thinking like, what that shit tastes.
Pause.
Okay. No Diddy, you mean?
Uh, well, speaking of that,
Oh wow.
wh-
Not the no Diddy
which kind of
again.
falls into place. So, Rick Ross is cool, man. To me, I just think that he filled a void in hip hop. Meaning, you in hip hop, you have to have a fat nigga rapping.
What?
What you mean he took over for Biggie?
Yeah, you got to think when Ross first came out, he was dealing with Jay-Z and Puffy.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is he kind of got lucky because there aren't any overweight big time rappers. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh,
when he came in, he kind of filled that void for
uh,
the fat sexy nigga. You feel me?
uh, oh,
What the
oh.
heck?
See, now we gonna dig it, nigga. Okay.
And we could think about it and
Hold on, hold
right
on,
next
hold
week
on,
with
Kev.
it. But I'm just
Nah, now real quick though, because now my conspiracy, you have activated my conspiracy. Dude, come on, Kev. The reason, all right. So Biggie wouldn't comply with Puffy, and you know,
I'm not even saying that. All I'm
hold
saying,
on, hold on, hold on. I am now because like I said, you activated my shit real quick
all
now.
right, all
So
right,
Biggie wouldn't comply, and Ricky Rose would.
you can
So
cut it that way.
in those revealing pictures we seen on the internet, cause where Puff is breathing hard, very hard in Rick Morales' mouth. Like it's hard to just, it's hard to like, it's hard to unsee that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to unsee pictures of nigga Puff rubbing on Rick Ross's fat belly and shit. Nigga, while that nigga got his shirt off and shit. Like, you know, it's hard to see shit like that.
I never
So,
saw that, but
uh, that's what I said. My conspiracy shit is activated and shit. I watch these videos and where they be saying like, oh, how the music industry be a lot of the, excuse me, a lot of alleged of our rap favorites, nigga, and I don't mean all of them, but a lot of them be doing some weird and Diddy type behavior shit. So
It's possible. My whole thing is, I just felt that he was in the right place at the right time of being a fat nigga.
yeah, fat freaky nigga that would mess with Puffy
No, I mean a fat nigga that can rap. I don't mean,
and he can rap.
I was talking about just as a rapper. So it filled that void. You got to think. Us growing up,
And he can rap.
we
Who
had
to say, you know what? Who to say Puffy and them niggas didn't tell this nigga to do that shit? Act like you Freeway Ricky Ross. Oh, nigga, that would be cool, huh? Oh, nigga, you be a boss, nigga. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I don't know if I open a can of worms, nigga, but nigga, let's go fishing.
I, I just think like it's just kind of it just seems convenient, right? So us growing up, we had Heavy D, you had
Yeah.
you had Biggie, you had
And
you had Chub Rock,
all them niggas dealt with Big Diddy too.
and you had the Fat Boys. I'm not sure about the Fat Boys, but
Not the Fat Boys.
that
but
was early '80s, so no.
No. But Diddy was in the music industry around them niggas in the early '80s though.
I'm sure.
He was an A&R at what's it with for Andre and Pharrell and them. So I'm sure he tried
Yeah,
to get oh
yeah.
nigga, we going down a rabbit hole, nigga. Oh shit. All
Let's
right.
just let's just think about it.
All right, let's not
Yeah, let's just think about it for a minute.
I'm coming back with this. I'm coming back with some heat next week, nigga. Y'all gonna watch. My research, nigga. Watch. Okay. I'm about to report. I'm about to do some investigative reporting, and I will have my report for you guys next episode.
Okay, real fast. I kind of want to jump into the WNBA draft, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I checked it out, and it's awesome to see how things change over time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas no one was really paying attention to the women's game until now. Now is like the WNBA when it first started off to me, it's like the 70s and 80s before Jordan came in.
It was actually to me. It was hard when it first started off.
You think so? But
Yeah.
I mean, it's like fanfare as far as like people watching the game.
Yeah, I used to watch it back then. I used to watch Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Swoops and uh what I used to know what's the little homegirl from that used to go to Notre Dame. She was a little point guard there, but I forgot. She back in the day, I forgot her name. It was something, but I used to actually watch women's basketball. And then
There
you
were
know
ballers. There were
they
ballers.
just they just started doing that Diana Taurasi stuff now.
But I think like the focus, or it seems like I think this new class of all these, once the NIL deals hit where they were making money, I just think that they're able now to market to a bigger and wider audience to where it's going to make the game bigger, right? Like these last couple Final Fours have been awesome to watch because you've had these big name superstars. Now you have them all in the WNBA, not just in college. You know what I'm saying? Because you only see them during the Final Four or the Sweet 16, right? That's when you first hear about them. If you're not one of their fans, or if you're not like an Iowa fan or South Carolina fan, you probably don't know who these players are. But now that they're all together in the WNBA, I think that's going to just boost them up even higher.
True. But I want to say this with social media now. I think it's more so like it's different because even with you don't have to see a girl playing in the suites, in the NC tournament to know that she's actually good now.
True.
You can go on, these kids or anybody can go on, and coaches do this now. They go right on Instagram, and then you can just type in something like good elite women's basketball players, and it will show you. It'll go right down the list right for you, right there. Show them doing all kinds of little moves and stuff like that, and all they got to do is what? DM them. Bam, I'm a coach from USC. Like, I seen your videos. Like, how would you like to come in for a workout?
Right.
Bang, it's that easy now. All you gotta do is just post your stuff. If you're a little kid and you got some game and you you don't even really got no following on Instagram yet, just post your little highlights, man. Do some hashtags, man. They'll find you.
And people are, if we would have had
they're
back
looking.
in 95,
Yeah.
we would have went nuts. We'd have posted.
If you would have had what?
If we had social media,
if we had social media for like sports highlights, we would have went crazy. We had beats. We could have edited all kind of shit. Yeah,
just if we had social media in general back in the 90s, yeah.
Not negative, because I already know. Yeah, we would go crazy on that. There would be fights.
We would have just been getting out of prison, fool. If they would have had it back then.
Just imagine us doing TikTok videos back in the 90s, yeah.
On the bridge at the top of the hill. Like, what are we doing? It's a video on the bridge.
On the bridge.
On that gang size and see you walking and shit. Like, yeah, taking the patented photo with the, the look up in the air like you are. Yeah,
oh my God. With the Kmart garden gloves on? Yeah. Why did you guys have those?
Yeah, like taking that picture like the dude. Like,
the murder ones, the garden gloves from Kmart in the garden section.
I haven't heard that in a long time. The murder ones.
The murder ones, yeah.
Golly, I haven't heard that in decades. Oh, you got the.
That's because how crazy that is. Those are gardening gloves that you got hanging out your back pocket like it's a red rag. Garden gloves. The murder ones, garden gloves.
That's because they changed to the OJs after the OJ.
Oh no. You know what the OJs were? The OJ Simpson gloves were the ones we used to get our aunties and grandma and mom. The isotoner.
There you go, the isotoners.
Yeah, during Christmas, you had Dan Marino. Dan Marino, had the brown ones on. He had that nice little long
scarf.
He had the brown ones on. I was like, them brown ones look hard, cuz. And they came with the black ones. Like, yeah, I'm getting the black ones for sure.
The isotoners.
I had some isotoners, man.
Everybody had isotoners. Like, they were cheap too. Like, hey, here you go, some gloves. Like,
nigga,
it ain't that cold out here, but still wear them.
I know. Remember, we used to wear the T-shirt with the just isotoners.
See, that's what I'm saying. Looking crazy. Thought y'all was doing something. Thought y'all was trending too.
No jacket on.
That big oversized T-shirt.
What would have been the hashtag, dude? Hashtag toner, nigga.
Yeah. No sleeves, all toner.
No sleeve, no toner, or no sleeve, all toners.
We had the handheld. What was it? The cassette thing. We used to be, because we thought we were rappers back then, recording stuff on the little thing and rewind it. The little handheld one. Instead of doing TikTok, we was fake rapping back then.
This voice recorder.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
What a time to be alive.
Oh, nigga! But to post, we'd have had to use an actual camcorder, cause save it to the camcorder, wait till we got home, cuz.
Big one, cuz.
Yep.
Put it in the VCR record, get another VCR recording on there, cuz. And then
Yep.
wait for AOL to download or go online.
Yeah,
Oh my God. The process,
It
the
would have been
lengthy
hard.
process.
That would have been a crazy process if we had social media back then.
that should have took forever. Like, we
Nah.
put out I think it's still rendering. It'll be like 3 more weeks. It'll be out 3 weeks. All right, cuz I'll be looking
Like,
forward to it.
yeah, your picture come out, you be like, "Oh, nigga, where were you at yesterday?" Yeah, like, "Oh, nigga, I took that 2 months ago."
Shit. So yeah, congratulations.
Oh man,
Congrats to everyone who got drafted in the WNBA. I know we got off topic, but yeah, congrats to you guys. Hopefully, you guys take it to the next level.
shout out to the women's basketball league.
Yeah, shout out to them just for being women, able to play NBA. Shout out to them.
I'm actually gonna start checking some games out, man. They better not that. They better show some skill, man. I don't want to see no Brittany Griner cause throwing it backwards for a
All
normal
right,
shot.
so here's a question.
All right,
WNBA and NBA, are the tickets the same price?
no.
Or does it depend on the team? The gender has nothing to do with it?
For what we
For
pay
now.
for our NBA tickets, we can sit courtside at a WNBA game.
Wow. Oh, that's a big difference.
Yeah, it is. And the reason that is because let's just get this out there because a lot of women don't understand this, and we'll explain this. There's no, Kenya, you'll get this because you get business. All right, so the reason the WNBA players do not make millions on top of millions of dollars is because, for one, they do not have the fan base that the NBA has. They do not have people buying tickets to go to the games like the NBA has. The NBA has a game schedule of 82 games in which 17 to 18,000 people go pay tickets from anywhere from 100 to 10 to $15,000 every night of one of those basketball games. So you can just imagine the revenue stream they just make from one game. And if it's a popular basketball, like say the LA Lakers, if they sell out the arena to sit courtside, probably at the LA Lakers game is probably about 24, 25 G's.
Yeah, it all depends on the team, but then even like a boo-boo team, you're probably paying.
Right, you're paying if you're sitting courtside at the Lakers game, even against the small market team, you're still probably gonna pay about 17 to 18 grand
It's like an event, kind of
Per
like
game?
yeah,
per game.
yeah. I
Per
mean,
game.
it's an
And
event.
there's 82 games a season. They play 40 something games at home. So you got to figure 40 something games. Some of them pay them eight, and there's a lot of people that go and see these games courtside for all 40 of these games. So they're paying these $18,000 a night just to see these men play basketball. Now the women, they don't have that. It's the reason they don't have that is because they don't have the support yet. The NBA actually pays for the WNBA salary. Like all the women's salaries are paid because of the NBA.
You know what's going to
If
suck?
that puts anything in perspective.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know what's going to suck, especially now with having all these great women players come out of college. If women don't support them and buy tickets and go to these games, that's what's going to fuck everything up.
You know what? That's
Because
the reason. That is a lot of the reason now why the women don't make a lot more money because if you can go to Google right now, you can look at the disparity of who watches women's basketball compared to men who watch women's basketball to women. The disparity is fucking enormous.
not only that,
Men, Men watch basketball because men like watching sports, okay, regardless. But all the women basketball players in the world, they don't even watch women's basketball. It's like 82 to like what 18%.
Right.
The like 82% of the WNBA's watchers are men. 16% is women.
Quick question.
Like,
So
go ahead.
the 12th man on the roster spot, how much does he make a year?
In the NBA?
Yeah.
About 3.5 million, somewhere around there.
Okay. So
Million.
Caitlin Clark's contract for this year is
$76,000.
$80,000. But she's going to get paid off of endorsements and everything else. But still, that kind of shows the disparity between NBA and WNBA.
Millions to compared to 80,000.
Mhm.
Are there 82 WNBA and NBA games? They play the same amount of games too?
No, women play
No.
less.
Women play half this season.
Yeah, they play a lot less.
It's because they don't have enough. They're losing money every year. In the NBA, the only reason the WNBA is making money is because the NBA is making so much money. They have enough money to give the WNBA and front all their bills.
So do you think also because besides the fact that they're women, it's because they haven't been around that long? You think another 20 years? I mean, the pay's not going to go from 80,000 to millions, but what do you think? The
That is a
time will
good
make it
point.
better?
Yeah, of course it will. That's a good point because also that is a big thing that we didn't even mention that the NBAs have been around for almost 100 years.
Right.
The
And
WNBA is
WNBA is only 26, 7,
26,
8, 20, 27, 27.
Right.
27 years. So like, I mean,
Which is
that's
why
the thing.
which is why I can see this class coming in being that class that bumps them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna. This definitely that's definitely gonna change. Now, I guarantee in the next 2 years, you will start seeing the minimum that the 12th player will get on the WNBA roster will be about close to 100 grand, easy. And in the next 5 to 10 years, it will be what the minimum NBA player makes right now.
Yeah.
They will be making millions in the next 5 to 10 years.
Not only that
That's
though, I think these companies need to
Get
like
behind them.
not only that though, but like ABC or ESPN put these games on like prime time.
Yeah.
So you have the games on at Saturday at 9 a.m. or Saturday at noon. That's the bulk of the day. No one's at home.
Well, everybody all drunk and shit from Friday night, or getting off work and then they get drunk, they want to sleep in, on Saturday.
Good point.
But I did get a thing. My daughter likes basketball now, so well, not now, but she's told me she really wants to get into it now. So the WNBA is more in play now than ever. So it's a good time for them girls to actually come and do this, and I do see it changing very soon, especially with the two that are coming in, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. They're two of them most. I mean, what is it? The most not decorated, but
High profile.
high profile. There you go. High profile collegiate women's players right now. Now, I mean, they are more popular than the men than all the men in college basketball right now.
Yeah.
Those two women right there by themselves, and I would put. I would go as far as to say women's college basketball is more exciting than men's college basketball now.
Because women they don't have one and done. Now, have they changed that yet?
No. Wait, I don't know. Wait, as far as the tournament?
No, as far as like women, as far as like, let's say if you're a blue chip female player, can you go to college 1 year and then go straight to WNBA, or do you have to sit out or play for like 3 years?
Oh, that's a good question.
because most of the men, all the blue chip players, they only play 1 year and they're out during the NBA.
That's a good question.
And that, I think that affects the men's college basketball game as well.
True. But at the same time, there's what they say. There's 1,800 and something men's college basketball programs across the nation, right? And in the NBA, there's 48 spots. Oh wait, no, 60.
How many teams? There's like 32 teams, 30 teams.
30. There's 30 or 32.
32.
So that means there's 64. There's 64 spots.
Yep.
So out of 1,800 collegiate schools, we probably carry about 16 to 17 young men playing for them. So that's roughly over 25,000 young dudes wanting to get picked for 64 spots on the team. Damn.
Just cutthroat.
Now for women though, it's a little different because there's a lot more. The skill level between a lot of women is there's some women that are way more skilled than other women. So I don't know. We'll just see, man. Start watching women's basketball.
Yep. You know, it'd been crazy if Angel Reese. So if they wanted to actually do it,
if they went on the same team.
No, if they would have I wish Boston would have a WNBA team. So Caitlin Clark goes to Boston, and then Angel Reese goes to LA. So now you have that, because now you have that bird magic.
I got an idea to fix the WNBA. Instead of just having them do their own cities, because they should be playing as the same city, like under the same city as the dudes, as the NBA teams. And then they can get the stadium, they can get the same basketball court.
Gotcha.
So they don't have to pay for their own you don't have to pay for their own revenue as far as the court and all that goes. So whoever goes to their game, it's all, they're just paying to operate the the gym and the stadium at the time. So if they get 10 to 12,000 people, just there, their revenue stream will go up. So if they just went to all the teams that are in the WNBA now, just went to the closest NBA team and played there, doesn't cut their gym out and just have them switch. Like the WNBA doesn't play that much during when the NBA plays anyways. It's only maybe a fraction of the season they play there.
Right.
And then a lot of the NBA teams play on the away games. When they're playing their away games, the women can play at the home stadium, and you can call the stadium I'm sorry to say this. You could have the men's name on top, and then you can have the women's. You can get a little logo for women's right there though too.
You got the big NBA logo, and you got the small. Come on, guys, you can't do that.
Look, I mean,
it's like home of the Lakers. Home, also the LA Sparks. No, you can't.
I mean, well, yeah, because the players wouldn't like that. They'd be like, "Why is the NBA bigger than us?" Because you have to hear their mouths after that. But I'm just saying, if they want
just
more
equality. Somebody needs to slide some equality in there, because the numbers are, that ain't no money. $70,000 to $80,000 to play basketball professionally.
But then that's the whole thing. Men are the ones spending money on these games. Women aren't. They're not showing any support. Yeah, verbally. Oh yeah. How come we're not getting paid the same? How come when those games are going on, the stadium is not packed?
Ain't no
Yeah.
women there. It's all. There's all. If you look at the game, if you look at the WNBA games, all it is mostly okay. It's 70% dudes, kids, and then maybe a fraction of single moms taking their little kids there.
Oh well.
I guarantee.
Okay, well, WNBA,
If you go to
hopefully
if you go to an NBA game, you got
they get
thoughts
better.
and Instagram models and all kinds of shit at the game because they trying to get,
But it's funny you said that too, because I was just gonna say, I guarantee if the WNBA had an Instagram team, I guarantee that should be packed out.
uh, uh, if the WNBA player, well, we gonna see it though. If WNBA players start making once they start making a million, because the Instagram models, you gonna see all that shit at their games too. All the little
No,
they gonna be there.
what if it? Nah, see, once it start making money, it's gonna be Instagram male models.
What did you say, nigga?
That's what I was gonna say. Yes, that's who's gonna be there. Front row with their new outfits
Yeah,
on,
bag
freshly lined up,
I
all that.
watch.
Oh hell no! Yeah.
Yep.
If you
It's
want,
gonna be them in
if
the
you want,
front row.
if you want
The
equality,
day
hey,
I see
it's
that, cause
equality.
I'm a, yeah, all right. The day I see that, cause I'm a, oh my
Yep.
god, cause that is gonna be hilarious. Yeah.
The front row groupies, the male groupies
Telling you,
for the
it's going to happen, man.
WNBA.
It's going to happen, and then but those men be like, oh, these niggas just suckers, man. They out here, they ain't no real men over here trying to live off a woman. It's like, hold up, but we doing the exact same thing. If you want equality, yeah, we here to see. Oh, shoot my shot at Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So niggas gonna be on Instagram now doing the duck lips and shit, flexing, doing pictures like that,
Oh
guys,
no.
and then tagging the WNBA.
Nigga, abs all day. Nigga, that's like those
Yeah, duh.
abs, nigga.
Nigga taking ab pics, guys, and flexing like hashtag WNBA.
Hashtag get some.
WNBA.
Hashtag deep from three.
Hopefully they get better and they get paid
Oh
more,
man.
they get better support.
For sure.
I've
Yeah.
never been to a WNBA game, so this should be my year. So I should just go instead of talking about it. I should go and support them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We all should.
it won't cost you nothing.
Yeah,
Hey.
$47 is what it says. The
What?
price of a WNBA game is around $47 as compared to an NBA game, which is around 94.
Yeah.
That's nosebleed.
Wait,
I don't know.
where's that $47 at? Is that at least
Go-
what row and section does it say?
It just says the average ticket is
Oh, okay.
47 versus 94. The court side for NBA starts at 3,000. The court side for WNBA is $500.
Oh, nigga, we
starting.
going, cuz. Hey, we gotta
Oh
go.
yeah.
Oh, excuse me,
there.
excuse me, not starting. A fan only has to pay under 500.
Oh,
So
yeah,
500.
Oh yeah, we
yeah,
go.
we gotta go. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta go. Yeah.
Court side.
Yeah. Hey, we can travel to LA too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we going there.
Big flexing under $500.
Man, we going. What?
Can you flex at a WNBA course? I guess.
My best. Like, hey,
There you go. Y'all gonna be big
Like,
flexing in the front.
okay.
bring the camera over here.
Yeah, yeah. Niggas-
Number one, cuz.
Front seat.
Yeah.
Under
Yeah.
$500. Oh my God. How much do WNBA finals tickets cost? Starting at $23? Oh no.
What? For a finals game?
Well, it's only two. Well, there's only two teams. You got to travel. So, I mean,
Nigga,
Game
you know how
two
much it
seems to
costs
be
for-
the cheapest, with tickets starting from $23, while game three will cost at least $74. Oh my God.
let's go to the finals, guys. What's up?
the Warriors in 2022 to go to in the nosebleed section at the finals because was $900 and something. Yeah.
Compared to Tickets starting at $23. That's insane.
$23, because that's crazy, nigga.
Game 2.
It's a family fun. It's a family event.
Hey, yeah, it's a family event. Hey, because I was like the high watching the. You remember the 49ers played? It wasn't the Harlem Globetrotters. It was like a fake Harlem Globetrotters. It was like $15 or $5 a ticket. That was the equivalent of that shit.
All right, because I don't mean I'm.
Yeah, we're not trying to bag, but yeah,
Yeah, because I'm actually gonna try to take.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, I'm down to go.
Support WNBA for 2024. We must. We've got to get these girls paid because these numbers are trash.
What's the closest team?
That's what I was trying to see.
Las Vegas Aces. Is that still a thing? I'm just reading. I don't know any better. Is that still a team?
That'd be cool. That'd be a trip.
Las Vegas Aces is probably the closest because these other ones I don't know.
Do a show. You know what I'm saying?
They need more teams, then, man. What the fuck is that? Both the teams are down in the southern part. Oh wait, Seattle, is that on there?
Oh, Los Angeles Sparks.
Let's see.
That's probably the same distance, depending on if we're flying or not. It's still an hour on a plane at Los Angeles Sparks or Las Vegas Aces. It's the same flight, hour and a half ish.
Oh, that's the real problem. There's only 12 WNBA teams.
What cities?
On the West Coast, so you have Dallas, Las Vegas, LA, Minnesota, Phoenix, and Seattle.
Damn.
And then you have on the Eastern, that's Atlanta, Chicago, Connecticut.
Dallas Wings is a West Coast team?
Yeah.
What?
So once they get more teams, they'll go to the South.
Right.
Dallas Wings? What city is that?
Dallas.
I said, is that a... I thought you were talking about California. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I was just naming off all the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference.
They need more teams, man. Y'all need to start making. Well, I guess it's coming, man. It's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Next, I'll say next 10 years.
Yeah, you gotta be patient.
That 4 teams.
You gotta be patient.
That's not considered West Coast though. So there's only Los Angeles Sparks and who else? You said Dallas. That's why you threw me off.
Seattle.
I thought you were saying Dallas was a West Coast team. That's why I said what?
No, they're in the Western Conference.
That's what you meant. Got it.
Sorry about that.
But I don't know.
Because they only got 2 damn conferences. They only got 6 teams in each conference.
You would think SAC would have one. I mean,
right? Or just some like
nothing up here.
Like some Bay Area team or something.
Vacaville. You got the Vacaville Vandals. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Vandals. Yeah, there you go. Like that bean. How about that?
The Vacaville Vandals. Let's get it, guys.
Yeah,
how much a WNBA team? That's we got. Give us a little 1,500 seat stadium up in Vacaville right there.
Find
every game out.
Nigga, just find a high school, nigga.
All right.
What else we got? We got more topics, or is this it?
Oh, that was it for me. I really don't have much.
WNBA, you gotta support them. Rap beef.
Don't support that.
Whatever. Curious to see who's next.
We'll just wait and see, man. Hopefully everybody brings out their best because we've been seeing it so far. Like, as long as there's no violence involved, because I mean, let me take that back. As long as there's not just violence and then they're not crossing the line as far as, involving family members and saying stuff like that, I believe we're good.
Yeah.
Taking it a step too far. Yeah, hopefully no one escalates and does that.
Right.
Just keep it jokes.
Keep it where it is. Keep it funny.
Yeah.
And keep it. But yeah, shout out to the WNBA. I think this is going to be the year of change, so it's coming.
Hey, yo, Vacaville, man. Get that team.
Yeah, we gotta get that team, man. I'll get a season ticket right next year
Yeah, get that team.
for $200. No.
Season tickets for
All right. I'll go ahead and take it.
complimentary nachos too. You get a beverage and complimentary nachos every game you go to.
And a glass of wine.
Oh no, not the wine and the nachos. No.
All right, Al, take us to the bridge.
And thank you guys once again for listening to Talkin Spit Afterhours. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. We're your hosts, TJ Bay, Kenya Cocknell, and Poe. If you like it, you like it. Love it, you love it. We love y'all. Next week, we'll see y'all. We love you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.